Good evening, everybody. Smarter Cowboy here. How are y'all doing today? Today is July 29th, 2015 at 7:33 in the evening. I'm headed on up to get us a bite to eat. So I thought I'd throw the helmet on. There's my buddy. Hi, buddy. I thought you'd passed on, man. Hadn't seen that dog in forever. So we're gonna go get a bite to eat and bring it back home. I thought I'd put the camera on and do a little vlog in here. Got a couple of topics today. Tomorrow, July 30th, is my high school's first graduating class reunion. How many years, you say? Well, let's try the big 40. That's right, 40 years ago. I graduated in 77, but this 1976 is the first graduating class of the school. So we're having a big 40th reunion. Been planning this thing for over a year. So time has ticked down and tomorrow is the day. So I gotta get up early in the morning and hit Sam's Club and buy some utensils and plates and napkins and tablecloths and Cokes, and already got the ice and everything. So we're gonna start the festivities I think around 11, and it'll be a good time tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing all my old classmates from Whispering Hills Christian Academy. It'll be a fun time. Fun will be had by all. So that's the first thing. The second thing is my little escapade with the one government agency that everybody knows and loves, the Internal Revenue Service. Well, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I was waiting for my tax rebate to get my Sony 10C. Well, at the first of the year when I filed my taxes, I used Tax Act to file my taxes online, and it kicked it back out. So I had to call the IRS to see exactly what the problem was. And lo and behold, the IRS got hacked at the first of the year and got a bunch of Social Security numbers. And yes, mine was one of them. So then I had to go through all sorts of identity verifications. So I did all that, went through Equifax, filed a police report, and so I had to file a paper return. So I sent that off on the 25th of February. So they said it'll be about 6 weeks before it would come in. Well, 6 weeks, put it at April. So I'm checking where's my refund, and every time I check there, it says it's still being processed. And they gave me an explanation that with identity theft such as that it takes longer. Okay, no problem. So I wait and wait and wait. And so I really wanted to get it before my trip to North Carolina at the Homestead Hill Hootenanny. I really wanted to get it before then, but needless to say, it didn't come, so I had to improvise with my Sony Action Cam, which I'm using now. And it did fine. I have no complaints. Just the scenes didn't match up. That was it got so ridiculous. It was funny. It started to turn into Cena roulette. Let's see who will connect up first. But anywho, so a couple of weeks ago, I called them. I finally got somebody on the phone, an actual human voice, and they checked my account and everything. And what had happened, they blocked the person that tried to get a refund, and they never did. And they got my return, but they never did check the box to let it go. Fine. So then they said to call the identity theft department of the IRS, whom I talked to back in February, which they asked me all sorts of questions about who I had my mortgage with, how much do I pay a month, blah 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 blah, and I stayed on the phone with them for over an hour at that time back in February. So I called them back, and the gentleman told me that just tell the person that you talk to what the situation is, and then they'll release the return. Okay, no problem. So I call these people, and without getting very vocal or slanderous or irritated on this video, the lady was not very helpful at all, period. So I'm talking to this lady, and now what I have to do, because this lady was such a uncooperative agent, I'll put it that way. I could say some expletives, but I won't. Whether she had a bad day or whatever, it's irrelevant now. So now, next week, I have to drive or ride to Nashville and go to the main IRS office and show my identification and my tax returns and everything before they can release my money that I overpaid, because it was their fault that their account was hacked. So I have to pay the penalty for going on down there and and proving to them that I am me to get my tax return. So needless to say, that is very perturbing, if that is a word, perturbing. So that's what I get to do Wednesday at 8 o'clock when the doors open. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, do not mess with the IRS. All I can do is just bite you in the butt. Well, I'm going to get a couple of crystals here, and we'll catch you guys later. This is a Smyrna Cowboy here in Smyrna, Tennessee, wishing you and yours a good day. And until next time, adios.